Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a package to open for you. I think we might be doing a little disassembly on this guy too. So I have the nip light and prototype in the hawk bill that we might not do, and we'll see. This is from White Mountain Knives. Shout out to Justin over there at WMK. This is a new Reate. So you guys may or may not have seen Reate is now making budget knives. Everybody's calling this a budget knife. It's 112 bucks. I would call that a budget knife. I'm a $100 and under budget guy, but when Reate drops a knife for 112, I'll make an exception. We have an extra spring. Nice. Extra screws. I was thinking I'd disassemble this bad boy. I don't know how difficult it would be, but we'll see. God damn, Reate. Let me get the thing out of the knife, or out of the case. There we go. All right, first off, I'm going to tell you, it's a thick boy. Yes, a thick boy. Not a big fan of thick boys. You know what I'm saying? Look at that chunker. Look at that chunker right there. Yeah, it's too thick for me, but it's cool. It's too heavy. So it's too heavy and it's too thick right off the bat. It's small and that heavy. So I've seen some people gush over this, and okay, decent spring in there. So it's basically just a button lock, but the button is in the pivot. Okay. So it doesn't push out this way, so you can hold the pivot. Good. You have Nitro V, which I think is 112 bucks. You know, it is G10 and steel and shit. You know, we're prototyping a knife at Divo Knives right now, a mini Buzz, and we're prototyping that in Nitro V, and it's probably going to be more than 112 bucks. It's also going to be in weave carbon fiber, not, you know, this stuff, and it'll have titanium accents and stuff, but still. So if people are complaining about 112 for Nitro V, you know, I don't know what to tell you there. I think Nitro V is a great steel, and I think I would put it right there with 154 CM. So depending on the other accoutrements, price makes sense to me. This is definitely too thick and heavy for the size. I mean, it should not be that thick and heavy. Here's the nip. Like you can see, it's a very small knife. I mean, what do I have that you guys would have? Let's see. Here's a Synapse from Vero. The Synapse is larger. So this is like a 3-inch blade, guys. Let me grab a pony stout. At the time of filming this, White Mountain Knives does still have some pony stouts. Hopefully, when you watch this, if you want one, they will still have them. You can use my code LeftyTEN, but there you go. I mean, you're talking about a 3-inch blade, essentially. I think it says 2.9. So you're talking about 3.1 on the blade. You know, I could just grab the ruler here. Tell you. Yeah, 3 inches, just under 7 overall. But thickness-wise, I could grab the calipers, but we could even use this because it's so damn thick. Look at that. I mean, I'll line it up here. You're well over half an inch. I mean, you're talking 0.6, 0.7. I mean, this is a chunky mother. Look at that. That is way too thick. Why? Just because of the pivot lock? You gotta do that? I guess. I don't know. Luckily, they do have a reversible clip option. I will be passing this around, so I'll probably not flip the clip. Don't need to either. It's not really in my way right now. Reverse flick works. Thumb flick works. They have the stud set up pretty close to the body, so you can get good leverage on it. It's not really a free faller. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, it is. Kind of seemed like I had to kind of whip it, but nah, it's fine. But the studs are really tucked in, so that's why you get a decent push on it. It's not really like, the detent's not really like that good. The spring in there, you know, it's kind of like a regular old mushy button lock. Doesn't feel You know, you got that little bit of play. Like, it doesn't feel like this American Blade Works where it kind of just fires, you know. They did a great job with this. Like, look at that, you know. This, you know, I don't know. Just not my favorite. Ergos, it's okay. I can get all 4 back here, but it's a little small. And then they do have a choil, so that's good. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I mean, it's comfortable in hand, so I could definitely see as a beater knife, you know. But are people buying blue G10 beater knives? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what this knife is supposed to be, I guess, is kind of my thing with it. Is it supposed to be a budget beater, or is it supposed to be just a affordable Reate? But it's not like premium feeling. I don't know. It's a really weird kind of combination of things. I like it. It's well made. It's just, you know, it's kind of interesting. So here's the secondary lock, which is fidgety, by the way. And now you can't disengage. Now, one thing I was wondering on this is sometimes these secondary locks are annoying because you lock them and then you push the button and then it's like you have like so much play that it's kind of silly that it even has the secondary lock. This is very minimal. Like, I can barely rock it up and down. So the secondary lock is really well done, honestly. Let's see if there is play up and down. Oh, I was on the button. It's hard to do without being on the button. Yeah, there's none. No side to side. That is a bank vault. Oh, well, it's because I had the lock on. All right, hold on. Still nothing. Nice. Nice. All right, you guys want to see inside this sucker? Because I kind of want to see inside of it and see what's going on in there. Is there a lot going on in there? Or a little? We won't know. One other thing I was curious about is if you could reverse the mechanism to left-handed, but you cannot, clearly. So the button is your pivot. It's interesting. How's this going to work? Okay. So it threads out like that. Look at that. Interesting. So that's your pivot. Guess I have to take the filler tab out. Is it a long screw? Yeah. All right. Whoa. So under here is your secondary lock. Whoa. Okay. Careful, Kev. So this kind of tucks in under here, I guess. I don't know how that went in. Now oh, is there a notch here? I'm confused. How was that in there? All right, well, I'll have to learn. Oh, there. Oh, okay. So you can click in there. So then what? So maybe when the frame is closed, it normally, so it locks in right here, so this button cannot get pushed, because it would be like blocking this or whatever, right? But then when it pushes down, it goes into that second hole there. But right now, because it's disassembled, I can push it too far. So it's normally just 1, 2, right? Makes sense? So we can remove that for now. This is wild, dude. Then you have Reate's sort of T6 setup down here, like on one of their bolster lock knives. I mean, I can see why the price is what it is. This is definitely got some details to it. I just don't like how thick it is. You know, maybe they had to go that thick, but it's unfortunate. There's pins. Those aren't screws, right? They almost feel like it because I can't move anything. Nah, those are pins, right? This thing is just free balling right now. Still dead centered, by the way. No play, still. That's wild. Look at this. What is that? Whoa. Does that unscrew? It rotates, that's all it does. And then there's a screw there, which does who knows what. Don't think I need to mess with that, so hang on. Grab a pry. I just need to keep this blade away from me. No, not this one. This might work. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we got that lifted. So to get this off, I think I need to take that screw out. I mean, we can just go for the full disassembly. I just have to remember how everything goes in, but it's all right. Okay, so that piece goes notched into one of those. Got it. Okay, I'm going to forget that, but that's okay. So now this will come out, probably. It screws out. Wild. Wild. Sort of, right? Okay, now it can come apart. Okay, got it. What? So they had to invent. Wow, this is wild, dude. What is all that? Look at that. Oh yeah, we're going deep on this one. It's gonna be tough, but whatever, I don't care. So obviously the bearings are in there. They look like shit stamped bearings. Now I can't put skiffs in here, obviously. I'm gonna need a pick, I think, to get it out. Oh, no. Damn. All right. Man, they greased the shit out of this, though. Oh, let's get under it there. Okay. So, let me clean this stuff up. It's just nasty grease. Ugh. Look at this. There's a lot of milling here. Look at that. And then on this side, there's like a cutout for the mechanism, I guess. Wild. That's your blade. Here's a bearing. Let's just clean this up and take a look at them. So it's literally just a cheap stamped bearing like normal, but it's in this shape. Just a wild ass shape. I've seen some of these other pivot locks and they seem to use the same thing, so it makes sense. Then over here we have, over here we have another whole thing going on. So we're gonna have to take this scale apart too. Right here it says Alvin Lee. So the guy who invented this is Alvin Lee. He's the guy who did the Tiger. There's another Reate, way more expensive one that came out. I mean, obviously, the more I get into this, the cooler it is. I do kind of wish they would have went more premium with it, honestly. Okay, we lost a pin. Just be careful. Make sure that we know where that pin goes right here. Okay. All right. We got one more screw here. T8s on the outside. T6s on the frame screws, but that's normal. So, this one comes off. All right. And now, holy shit. Okay. So we have two more T6s. I'm just going to strip this thing down to the bones, right? I feel like I'm here. Let's do it. Let's just go balls to the wall. Then we'll fuck around and find out on the reassembly. Just want to show you guys. I know people are curious, backspacer, another pin here. So we got these 2 pins. Just be careful, Kev. Those are, let's do this. Let's put them, I'll just set them over here. I just don't want them to, this is the stop pin. So that needs to go up here. Stop pin. Got it. This is wild. So you have T6s. 4 of them. We haven't even seen the spring yet. Oh, yeah, we have. The spring is wrapped around here. Interesting. And they gave us an extra one, right? And that one, I swear, looked black. This one looks silver. So maybe you can increase the detent? I don't know. So we now can remove this. Holy shit. And in there is a pin and a block. And that block is moving back and forth. Can I remove that? Let's see if I can remove that. Yes. Okay. We've removed this block thing. Okay. And then you have those pins. I don't think those are coming out, at least not easy, so I'll leave those. But there you go. That is a full disassembly to the bones on the Reate, what is this thing even called? PL-X or something? So let's take a picture, I guess, of everything. Try to be careful. I don't want to lose any important shit. Backspacer. Here's like a pivot thing. Pins. I'll leave those screws. Clip. Why is it? It's got a cheap spring clip. Interesting. There is the stop pin. Here's this little locking lever. Then you have the blade. More screws. There's a lot fucking going on here. And then you have your 2 scale screws, or scales. Obviously you have a filler tab and shit. Look at that, dude. I'm gonna get a picture for the thumbnail. Might as well while we're here, right? Remove some of this shit. Might as well get a good one. Sorry. All right, cool. All right, now we got to figure out putting it back together. It'll be easy. So I'm just going to do it in reverse order. So this guy needs to get in here, and I want to make sure this is right. So I think it was the flat side, this side that was in. But was it this way? I think so. Yes, it was that way. Okay, so that guy goes in the middle. That. And then this goes into here. Think like that. See that little guy right there? Yeah. And then you take these 4 screws. They go in here. So if anybody buys one of these and wants to have help putting it back together, here we go. Don't worry, I won't mess anything up along the way. Actually, let me do opposites. I like to do that when I do anything with screws. Okay, so I'm tightening that down. Whoops, that was me. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Don't strip. Nice and tight. Okay. Those are all in. Got it? Okay. So let's look at this spring. So this spring goes on here, obviously. Now let's see if that other one was stronger for whatever reason. I swear it was black, and this one's not, so I'm just curious. And oops, it was not. So extra screws are always nice. Let's just try it. I don't know. It wasn't strong, so maybe this one will be stronger. I don't know. Worth a shot, right? I think most people would be fine with it. You know, there we go. All right, cool. Maybe we get lucky. All right, next up. My fingers are all greasy, man. They got tons of grease on there. So let me just do this. I want to make sure this stop pin is in the stop pin hole because I don't want to mix those up. And then these two go in the pinholes. Some of those are screw holes. I'm not sure which, but we'll shit. All right, fine. I'll do it later. Jesus. I guess I could assemble the one side, right? So the side that had the clip. Is that this side? There wasn't much going on here, right? Or no, I had to get under there for the, okay, Jesus. This side was the one. Wait, I have the wrong, yes, I had the wrong sides. Why does that feel like the right side? All right, idiot. So this side goes through like that. Okay, so that's, oh, that's not right either. I'm really dumb. This side is this. Okay, got it. Jeez. There, idiot. Okay, so that goes on there. There was nothing else under here except those frame screws were holding the backspacer in. Right. Little bit of a process. Hanging in there, guys. Don't worry. Pretty sure that... God, that's annoying. It really is. So I'm just going to screw this in, I think. Call it a day. Let's just do that. So I need the little clip screws, or backspacer screws. So this one would go here. And this one goes here. Just got to start one puzzle piece at a time, guys. That's the way to do it. Pin, pin, got it. All right, thank you. So then, scale goes over top. Where's that stop pin now? Stop pin in here, right? It's gonna fall out again, but it's okay. Everything's gonna fall out again. Clip goes here. T8 on that. Body screw here. Don't worry, I heard that pin. I know you guys are like, you're gonna lose the fucking pin. You know, I might, but it's okay. Now I think we're good. Now I can just lay this way. Cool. All right. So this stuff comes at the end. So bearings, I think, are next, right? So let's deal with that. We don't have to worry about detent balls or anything, so that's nice. Just kind of, these are huge, but should get Skiff to make some of these. That'd be hilarious. There we go. I'm just going to put them in the blade, I think. So they go like that, right? Of course. That and like that, right? And then I'm pretty sure we can just put the blade on. It was riding right on this, like that. So we got all that together. All right. Now to lock the blade in, right? I think this has to go on. Not this, this. Nothing else goes underneath, I don't think. At this point. Oop, goes like that. And then this ring goes on top of here. It's like this, right? Pretty sure. Then this guy kind of locks that in right here. Right? Is it like that or no? Like this. This locks that in place. So you turn it, slot that up like that, drop this screw in like this. Grab a T6. Hope it's not steel and gonna jump up. Nice. All right. And then tighten that bad boy down. So now this can only rotate a little bit. See that? Can't turn all the way. I don't think I can adjust that or need to, but let's just see. So I can turn it out a little bit, but then that can rotate. So don't want that, right? I want it locked in. So I need to make sure, you need to make sure this is turned enough to the side to lock that down. Then tighten it. And then now this cannot rotate. Got it. Okay. Now the lock goes in place. So this needs to slot in here. No, sorry. This part, where is it? This part hooks underneath. So you have to slide this. Hopefully you can see that. Let me zoom in. You have to slot this under the liner. Okay? So it slots under and then it can push up and down. So you have to make sure you slot that in. Uh-oh. Maybe I didn't do that part right. Okay, hang on. So that's locked in. There it is. So now it's locked, but I gotta make sure. Yeah, leave it like that. Well, yeah, I guess this could come off because it's gonna be held down. Got it. Okay. So I actually think I have this set up right now. This is not in the, it needs to be in this hole here. So there's two holes, you see that? Two detents. It needs to be sitting in that second one. Like that. There we go. It's sitting in there now. All right. Then I need to put these two back in. Two body frame screws down here. These are usually pretty damn snug, so just get them tight. You'll be good. All right. So I think now I just need to push this guy. Nope. I need to put the scale on. That's gonna lock all that stuff down, I think, including that, which maybe has to line up in here, right, somehow. That. No. See, it's not. This should fall in there. That all is lined up. So this. I don't think it's right. that pin, you notice this pin and that pin are sticking up. And there's nowhere here for those pins to go. Right? So those pins need to go down. Pretty sure. Where do they go? Pins have to move. They're not allowing things to move freely, it seems. So, let's see. I don't need to remove that, I don't think. Or this. I just need to remove these screws. I'll figure it out. So those pins need to be deeper, right? I might have to take this fucking thing apart. This sucks. So why aren't those pins? So there's no slots here either for them. So those pins can literally only go this far? But see how they're not going all the way in. They're just going enough of the way in. So I think that backspace are slightly off. Hold on. Yep. See that? See how that popped in? I guess it is supposed to stick out, but not that much. So we gotta loosen this one too. There we go. All right. Now they can move freely in there. See that? And fall out, of course. Okay. So we got that figured out. Drop this on. But even once I put these on, they stick out a little bit. Oh, enough for the, I got it. I guess they stick out enough for the scale, the liner. Not enough to cause issues, I guess. I don't know. You'll see. I think I was doing everything right. I think it was just those pins weren't right. Okay, got it. So let's drop this back in here. Drop this back on here. Put this back in. All right, cool. So now we can put the liner back on. Pins are gonna line up perfectly. See that? Bang. All right, cool. All right. I think that's what was causing all the issue, but we'll see. All right. So this thing. It looks like it has threads though. So that's what makes me question what I was doing. I don't know. Let me try it on the other way. Can't tighten because this is in, so let me just check something. Remove this and just see if I can tighten this. Can't tighten it that way. Can't tighten it that way. But maybe this somehow seats, I don't know. All right. Doesn't seem to be a difference either way. That seems more correct to me. So where's that thing? Uh-oh. There it is. So let's go here. Such a little thing. There we go. I guess it would work either way, right? But I recall it being this way. So this one right here was caught. That's how I recall seeing it, like that. God damn it. Sometimes I like the magnets in bit drivers, but sometimes I fucking hate them with a passion. I think this is the same either way, so I don't think that part matters. With these tiny little T6s, it wants to jump off your driver and all this shit. It's just annoying. So turn that. Drop this in. Come on, just get on there. Is that on? Yeah, I think it's in place. All right. So now this can't rotate. Got it. Cool. I think that's good. Then I need to put this in again. Again, it slots under the scale into that track. Then you can pop it into place. And that is the normal position. Then the scale, which is now flat. Then the pivot goes through that. This is a body screw that I'm going to tighten down to keep everything in place. And then the pivot, you have to push and tighten at the same time, I think. Right? There we go. So weird. Okay, did I tighten it too far? Is that what it is? There's only so far you can tighten. Or... See how it pushes out? Then you can push it. Interesting and weird. It's also offset right now, if you see that. So something's not right, I think. Now it can't push. Nothing's working. Oh, the bearing's not in right. Jesus Christ. This is a crazy system, man. You gotta line everything up like perfect. Okay, hold on. Bearing. How did you get out? That's just wild. Well, I guess because there's nothing really holding it in place, you know what I mean? There's no pivot going through right now holding it in. So let's get the pivot in, then deal with everything else, I think is the point here. I probably shouldn't have put that one in. I probably should have went right to the pivot. Still seems like that bearing's not in right. Yeah. All right. God damn it. What do I need to do with this bearing? Or is this wrong? Like, I don't... The bearing just doesn't look right, obviously. All right, let's fuck with this. God damn it. Well, hey guys, this is definitely a old school disassembly video. I was on a good streak of knowing what I was doing for a while there. All right, careful, Kev. I don't want to fuck with that again. Why are you being weird? Why aren't you just... Oh, because you don't have a track? Great. So it has to be perfect in this pocket. And you got to make sure of that. Jeez. Which is why they use grease. Got it. This is why they use the grease. And there's your detent. Really? Is that little nubbin thing is your detent? What if I put that in wrong? That would be a thing. And look, that's not lined up. Oh, interesting. Okay. Push that over a little bit. That would be a problem. But it falls down. That's annoying. Oh, no. No, it stayed there. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, please just cooperate. Your job is to get on the knife and stay in that position. It's not hard, dude. Okay. Pinning that down. Got that on. Pinning this down. Got it. Everything in here is lined up, right? I think so. I think we're good. This one on. Why don't you want to go on now? What's wrong with you? What's going on? So this, Jesus Christ. This isn't seating far enough. So maybe it does thread in. My dumbass didn't notice because, hold on. We're getting somewhere. So let's just make sure that's all good. Okay, cool. So I think what I have to do is remove this or loosen it. This does thread in. Look, there are threads. Look at that. I knew it. God damn it, I knew it. There it goes. You son of a bitch. All right, cool. So that threaded in. So what is this for? Maybe I gotta turn it a little so it can hit that corner. Now it can't. Oh, it can go that way. So you do want it to go. Got it. Okay. All right, I got you. Turn it a little bit. No. Ah, God damn it. Yes. Flatten out. Turn a little bit. Go on. There you go, big boy. All right. That's down. That can't move. That can. Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. Let's get that in place. Then this has to drop into that hole. Got it. Now this goes on. Now this goes in. Yeah, buddy. All right, now this tightens down. Come on, please work. God damn it. Now it's hard. Wait. It's that pin. You see that little pin down there is not lined up. I need a pick. God damn. Gotta line that up. There we go. Get that right. See if that works. See how it's crooked? It's just not making sense. What is going on? Do I have to... like that I can line up. Maybe this one's in upside down. I don't even know what this thing does, to be honest. But whatever. I think it's working there. Maybe that wasn't in right. The lock goes this way. Okay. It all fits together, right? It's just not... So that doesn't want to tighten right away, which is weird. And it's not pushing, so something's off. All right. Wonder, should be able to leave this side together, right? So, should just come off, right? There's no reason why. It just pins or what? Those are out. Oh. This is a collar. God damn it. So annoying. So you have to disassemble the whole freaking thing just to get under here. And figure out what the heck is wrong on this side of it. Which is super annoying, dude. Something's wrong here, obviously. And I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I think that I screwed up. Me? No. I think I put that block in wrong. It's got to be it. I mean, the knife worked, so it's definitely not, you know, I'll get it to work. I just have to Lego it back together, unfortunately. Come on. So I think that block in there is backwards or something. So my theory is I should have never taken this out. So let's see what it looks like on the other side. There's no pin. So is it possible that that ball in there, this little guy, is supposed to notch into something this way, not the other way? Right? Or it's supposed to be the other side. I don't know. That's the thing. You have no fucking idea. So if I put this in like that, but I sort of recall seeing the little notch, right? Sort of recall. But you could also turn it this way. Would it fit the same way? No. That was the only thing I could think of, was that I put that thing in wrong. Right? And that's why. But why would it have that notch on the underside? Like, what does that notch do? I assumed it was like the detent, right? I assumed this was somehow the detent. Like, what would that push into? So let's say it went in this way. Okay. Goes in the liner. Like that. And then you center that so that it can screw into whatever. This goes through, right? Should be able to test it. I can see in there, right? So what is that doing? So you have to kind of shove it through and then tighten so that it can tighten. And it's pushing that block. That block must be the lock, right? Must also be the detent. There you go. So this here, that ball there, and then you're pushing, got it. You're pushing this block in and out with the button. Got it. So this has to stay this way. That's the detent. So maybe I just didn't line it up right, or can it be off? Like, I just don't understand. It has to go this way. Right? Literally has to. And there's actually no threads on this spring until all the way up there, which almost looks stripped. So let me clean this. That's your thread for the pivot. This is honestly terrible. I mean, that threading is super thin. That's it? Like, that's what's holding your button in? I feel like at some point you're going to see a lot of these just pop out. So maybe the spring is on the wrong way. Put it this way, and then let's see. Is it easier? I don't know. Is there actually a difference to the spring? I don't know. Let's just test it. Let's see if we push this in. Right? Take this. Push this. It has to go. Has to find that hole and then tighten down. See how it pulled that up? It pulled that up. And now that detent block is pulled up. Okay. And then you can push it. And then the detent will pop back and then drop in, basically. Interesting. So, essentially, it should work now. I have an idea. let's do this. Let's put this together. So right now I know it's working, right? I mean, I just tested it. I know it works. At least semi the way it's supposed to. Okay. Test. Works. Is there anything I need to remove? I don't think so. So hold on. This can go through. No, doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. Okay. So let's put this scale on. These are all together. This goes on. Right? That can go together. Yeah, T8. Okay, it works. These, shit, I lost one of the pins. Is this a stop pin? Probably the same, but just to be safe. Yeah, they look the same. Pretty sure this was the stop pin though. A little wiggle room. Yeah, it's the same, but whatever. All right. So I need to remove this for now, but I think we got it working, so that's good to know. Carefully remove it. Take this. Make sure. So what I need to make sure is that this lines up in here well, I think. When you're putting it together, it's best to, let's see. At one point, does it hit? Oh, that's weird. There. So let's just do this. I'm just being abundantly careful because I really don't want to take this apart again. Slide that up. Let's test it again. Probably need a driver, right? So it's all about finding that spot right there, I think. No detent here. No lockup, and that bearing's loose. Great. Why? Why does that bearing fall loose? So I don't get is, why is it? It doesn't allow that side to lock down or what? There. So I need it to stay like that. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm fucking winging it, but hey, what are you gonna do? All right, what do I need now? Pins, liners. Oh, you don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Get in there. All right, cool. Okay. One more pin down here. Bearing. Okay. All right. Everything's in place as far as I know. All right. Test it one more time. I'm just going to keep doing this until, you know what I mean? Just kind of makes sense to me to make sure. So you got to make sure it lines up here. Then it pulls in that piece. Oh, it lost that bearing again. Jesus. Super important, I think, to leave it open like this. I don't know why, but okay. Got it. All right, collar. I guess this essentially locks it down. Right? Now this thing baffles me. I don't understand. Are there two spots for it? No, that's a clip. That's a screw spot. Got it. Putting it like this doesn't make sense, right? Because then it can just loosen. But why would that loosen? I just don't even get why this is here. I don't get why that is there. I can just put it like that, but then... Oh. Did it do anything? Yeah. Kind of did. All right, I'm just going to leave that. See what happens. Lock. Again. Slots underneath. No. What? Okay. Well, that's kind of what it was doing when I took it apart, right? So maybe I got it. I don't know. I'm at my wit's end here, guys. Top lock, bottom lock. Stay in. Anything else under there? No. Drop this on. Oh. Body screws. Man, if I have to take this apart one more time, I'm going to flip the fuck out. Literally. Like, I get how it works. It's just not cooperating with me at this point. For an hour long. Jesus. Okay. I mean, everything's lining up. I just gotta hope I can get this to lock into place properly this time. Nope. Oh, wait. Oh. I thought the button sat out. It doesn't? Okay, hang on. Yes! I think we got it, guys. Where's that screw? All right, fuck. I don't know what I was doing that was messing that all up, but that is crazy. Let's gotta line this up, right? Oh, thank God. Lock. Hey, you get a little bit of movement now. That's interesting. I didn't before, so is that me or what? Maybe I just have to tighten the lock. Oh, it's pretty damn tight. So there's no play. It's a tank. But when I lock it, all right, there's still no play. But then I push the button. It gives it a little more play than it had originally. Right? Remember I was talking about that? That's how most locks like that work. So maybe it was just, I don't know. But it works. Not failing. Centering is pretty good. I don't know how you would fuck with centering. I don't think would this mess the centering up? No, it's still a tank. So you just tighten that down all the way. All right. Well, I did it. Wasn't the cleanest ride, huh? Hope somebody learned something from this. There's definitely a lot of finickiness going on in there with the way the detent sits into that pocket, I guess. It's just difficult. So I would say don't take it apart unless you really have to. You can't put skiffs in here, first off, right? So no skiffs. So unless you want to clean it, like I did get, I mean, the action is definitely better. I mean, it's a guillotine now. Before I was like throwing it and shit. Now it's just point. Look at that. Butter. So, I don't know. And there's definitely no play. It's a tank. So, they got this figured out. It's just, it's too intricate. And something's going to break in there at some point. And then you can't fix your knife. And I don't know. As cool as that is, to me, it's not much different than a button lock. And a button lock, honestly, is easier to take apart and disassemble and maintain. And guess what? You can use actual bearings. So you can put skiffs in it or whatever you want. You don't have to... That's why it's 112 bucks, guys. They had to make bearings. They had to make all these little fucking parts. Not worth it, in my opinion, for all that. A button lock is essentially the same thing. And maybe it's a little stronger. But then why would you add the secondary lock if it's stronger? You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. So, cool knife, cool design, all that shit. But you guys let me know your thoughts. I apologize for the long-ass video. But, you know, we get shit done around here. And sometimes you gotta, you know, you gotta stick with it, man. I don't give up on shit like that. So we made it out the other side, and I will be passing this around. I might throw it in a rapid review, but it's pretty much, you know, I've covered it here in this hour and 8 minutes. I love you guys. If you made it this far, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Tell some people how cool my hour-long videos are. They're going to love them. And, yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And, by the way, this is the Reate PL-XT in blue G10. Love you. Peace.